absolutely devastating.
This is Joey Owens' show. They've been trying to get me on this broadcast forever, and this is the worst damn podcast I've ever been on. So you all can kiss my ass while I win this match.
All right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to Face or Hill Pro Wrestling Talk. I'm Chris Gonzalez, joined by Tony Gonzalez, Marcus Fine, and Big Glenn. How's it going, guys?
Doing great, man.
Doing good.
It's been
Marcus, how's Kelly doing?
She's doing damn good.
Good.
They put corrective lenses in there. They just didn't pull them cataracts off. She don't need glasses except like what I've got.
Okay.
And she drove to Lafayette and back. I mean, we went to Lafayette and back. She's doing fine.
Good. You guys ready for tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, good. I hope you guys have a great time. It should be a lot of fun. Okay, well, you guys get ready to get started here. I was going to do a little bit of wrestling news real quick. Just take a minute or two. The first thing I wanted to bring up was Busted Open Radio is going to go through a big change. They're going to go 24/7. Starting July 1st, and they will be called now Pro Wrestling Nation. They will have four live shows daily, Monday through Friday, and then there'll be replays that'll be 24/7. And again, that starts July 1st. So, did you guys ever think there would be a radio station? I know it's all Sirius, but Sirius has got like 30 million listeners that would just cover pro wrestling. I think that is crazy. Just a pro wrestling.
Yeah, it's crazy, but it's not as far-fetched as you would think it would be, especially with the NASCAR channel being on Tubi now and stuff like that. So,
yeah. Marcus, did you ever think there would be a channel just to wrestling?
No, not 10 years ago, no.
No, I think that's correct.
There's all kinds of pro wrestling channels. I found another app on my Fire Stick that runs old school all the time. And we're talking old school. We're talking Tully Blanchard taking on Wahoo McDaniel and Stasiak when he was big time wherever he was at before he come in and won the belt for a week.
Yeah, Stan Stasiak. Yeah,
it's old school. So
yeah. Also, that Roku channel is going now for that Wrestling Central. It's got the NWA on it. They don't have new NWA shows on there yet. That'll be sometime in July. But that station is going now. I haven't checked it out yet, but it is going. It's called Wrestling Central, and it's on Roku. Yeah, but I think that's crazy. Chris, what do you think about that Busted Open going 24/7?
Yeah, they must going to be do some other shows too, just besides the Busted Open show. I would say they're going to have some other programming on there, just besides their regular.
Yeah, Jonathan.
Bringing in some other guys, probably going to be doing shows on that network. Yeah,
Jonathan Coachman's going to have his own show. I don't know if it's going to be daily or if it's going to be different shows. I know it's supposed to be 4 live shows daily. And Busted Open's on 3 hours a day, Monday through Friday. And then there'll be other shows too.
I think what's more crazy to me, maybe than that there's a show or a channel just for wrestling, is how much the Busted Open brand and show has grown out. How fast from where he started to where they are now is
I know, man. Especially with you getting WWE talent in there now, you know.
Yeah, I mean, LaGreca has done a great job building that over there, and I know Bully Ray and Henry and them guys all joined them, but
yeah,
that thing's really exploded.
Started 16 years ago with 1 hour a week. But that's what it started 16 years ago, 1 hour a week, and now it's going to be 24/7. So I think that's pretty cool.
I was going to say, Tony, I like the idea of having 4 shows that are live each day, because that's pretty much how indie sports local is here with the band. Like, you got 3 or 4 shows that are live, dedicated, you know, which is great.
Next up is Chad Gable is injured and is having surgery. I didn't hear exactly what the injury is or how long he's going to be out, but it does require surgery. So I don't know if it happened during that day that he did 2 matches in one day here 2 or 3 weeks ago, but he is injured and going to be out. And then the other piece of news I've got is Roman Reigns is joining the cast as Akuma in the new movie, Street Fighter movie. So some of the guys that play video games out there, but I don't know who Akuma is. Chris, do you know who Akuma is?
I haven't played Street Fighter in a long time, so
Yeah, that's old school.
that might be after. That might
Yeah.
be when the Street Fighters after I haven't played it.
Yeah, but he's going to be.
Yeah, I was gonna say my answer is the same as Gonzo's on that one. I'm more of a Mortal Kombat WWE guy, so
Oh, yeah, Mortal Kombat was the fighting game.
yes.
I remember you guys playing Street Fighter and
Oh, yeah, we
Mortal
play Street
Kombat
Fighter as
more.
well. But
Yeah.
yeah, Mortal Kombat was the one that really took off. But Street Fighter was popular. But I think
Yeah.
they've made some different versions of it, and I don't know, that character might be off a different version.
Yeah, I don't know. So, but that's a little bit of news I had. And then we had some topics we're going to talk about. The first thing we're going to go is on some SmackDown stuff. Marcus, I was going to ask well, I'm asking all of you, but I'll let you comment first, Marcus, on Randy Orton qualifying for the King of the Ring, defeating Sami Zayn. What do you think about that?
I'm gonna go a little off the rail here. I wish they took the King of the Ring all one day, because it doesn't make sense to break it up, because now they're all to be a true King of the Ring, you wrestle 3 to 4 times a night.
Yeah.
That'll make you the King of the Ring, not okay, you'll win the match tonight, and a week from now you'll win a match, and a month later you won 4 matches in a month versus 4 matches in 3 hours. It's like,
Yeah.
so I thought Zayn was going to get it. They really pushed it. It really looked like Sammy was going to get it
It did.
until the very end. And I mean, he was pushing RKO's off, and until the last one. So
Yeah, it was a very good match. I thought. Also, the one thing I liked about it, it was a clean win. I liked the fact that there wasn't a bunch of out, the people interfering or stuff like that. I liked it was a clean win, and I get what you're saying that when they had the 8-man tournament back in the day, which they had 16 men in this tournament or 16 women, whatever the case was, but. I get what you mean by having it one day. I really enjoyed those old pay-per-views when they did that.
I mean, with Stone Cold Brewer he's at today, if he took him a month to get there.
No, probably not. Oh no, because a big part of his was getting stitched up
Yep.
and that promo.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what made him. Chris, what was your take on that? If you got to see it,
No, yeah, I saw. I thought it was good. I thought the same thing. I thought Sami Zayn was going to win, but kind of surprised me that they went with Orton and with Rhodes going with that rematch. Kind of surprised me, but I agree with Marcus. It's dragged out too long, kind of like the NBA Finals. It shouldn't take 2 to 3 weeks to decide a champion.
yeah. Okay, Big Glenn, what was your take on it?
I liked it. I liked the suspension of disbelief, thinking that we might get Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes final. But I see why they went with the Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes being the final and stuff. So it's going to be a good thing this weekend for my champion.
That's one thing I did like about the tournament. They had a lot of different storylines they could go to. They, like you said, they could have went Cody or Sammy, or they could have went Sammy and Jey Uso, which is what I predicted. And I predicted Sammy was going to win. And that shows you that I don't belong on WWE Creative, because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But that was what I thought was going to happen. But it makes sense. I mean, to go in Saudi Arabia, that is a big match. Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes. That's a main event anywhere, so it makes sense. Next up, we had the John Cena recreate the CM Punk famous pipe bomb. Okay, I'll let you go first, Big Lane.
Yes, I had to do that John Cena way, man, because that was so great, man. Him calling out Claudio Castagnoli, Cardona, and Nick Nemeth, man. That's I want to say that was actually better than the Punk one from 14 years ago, almost the week. If they would wait till next week, because it it would have lined up perfectly with the actual date. But that was just amazing, man. It's still great.
Chris, did you get to see it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
what you think?
I thought it was awesome. I'd like to know whose idea it was to do that. If it was Cena's idea, if it was Punk's idea, or if it was one of the producers who had the idea to recreate the pipe bomb like that. But I've told you guys, I think Cena's awesome as a heel. I wish he'd have turned heel a lot sooner. 'Cause I'm really enjoying this heel run. But yeah, I thought it was awesome. But I would like to know if it was Punk's idea and they ran with it, or if it was, you know what I mean? We'd just be interested to know who had that idea. But I thought it was executed perfectly.
Yeah, I agree. There's been a lot of people. I'm surprised because I think the heel turn with Cena's went pretty well. My only criticism is the fact that I think he needs to be on TV every week, which I understand it can't be. But that would be my only criticism. But there's a lot of people that don't like the heel turn and think it's not very good. So I don't know what they're seeing that I'm not. Marcus, what was your take?
Did you watch the commercials? When you watched it on YouTube, they commercial the shit out of it. Did you see what the commercials they were running through that? You had Hulk Hogan selling his beer. You had Cena in the drumstick commercial where he's selling drumsticks. Then you have Cena being in the head of state. They all fitted in with the pipe bomb. It was just I was intrigued by the fact that the commercials kind of matched with what they were, because you had Cena doing his two tains and Hogan doing the drink your beer and all that shit. But
oh, really?
I loved it. I mean, I like the fact that he said shit, but you can't say fuck. That's what I thought was funny.
Yeah,
that was the one thing.
But then he fudged. Elvis fudged left the building. It's like, okay, no, we can't say fuck, but we can say shit.
Yeah.
He should have said fuck instead of fudge.
Yeah, I
I
thought
agree.
he should have said it too. I thought he said, well, you were the best for 7 minutes 14 years ago. I thought that was funny. And the fact that damn Cena or Punk didn't move and then all of a sudden, why now is the referee coming in?
Yeah.
Cena did all that thing. He actually got off the ring post, and now the referee's going to come in. It's like, okay, we'll see him. Punk's been sitting there for 7 minutes.
Yeah.
But I loved it.
Yeah, the referee should have been out there a hell of a lot sooner than that.
I understand the way they did it, but he did lay there a long time without hardly moving. But I guess you got to.
He did a great job selling it, because I mean,
he was sleeping out there.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it too, guys.
I like that too.
I think their storytelling that's one thing I have to say. I agree with what Marcus says about the King of the Ring tournament, but that's one thing I have to say. The storytelling with this King of the Ring tournament, even though it's been drawn out, it's been very good. So you wouldn't have had that maybe if you did it the other way, but I do agree with what you said about that, Marcus. Next up, we had a full interview with Goldberg, and he promises to make Gunther pay. Okay, Marcus, we'll let you go first.
What a whiny ass. I mean, seriously, what else? Okay, how many other wrestlers have been sitting ringside and they get called out or they've been poked at? Goldberg takes offense to the fact that he got nabbed 6 months ago or whatever.
Yeah.
And like, why? What make you pay? Why? Because he called you an asshole or whatever? It's like, what? So I was laughing through the whole thing because I thought Goldberg was just a whiny bitch. But so, I mean, it can't be the first time that's ever happened to him.
No.
So is he going to take out everybody that, badmouths him and embarrass me in front of my son? Well,
they've done.
Thanks, then you're a real.
He's the one that okay. So.
When's
Chris,
the last time Bill wrestled? Gunther wrestles several times a month. Bill hasn't wrestled forever. Does he really think he's got a shot here?
2022.
Yeah, it's Roman, right?
I think he's wrestled 5 times since 2008. He's 1-4 in those. And the last time he wrestled, he got beaten. That was in 2022. I think it was Roman, I believe.
Yeah.
Well, what about when he concussed himself with Taker? Did he win that one?
That was COVID.
Yeah, he lost that one.
I thought it was Taker because I remember he went crashing into the ring post. And
Yeah. He I think he lost. He did lose that match. Though. But yeah, that was in Saudi, I think.
Yeah.
Because that's the only country that wants him.
It was so hot that they was trying to like hydrate, and they still couldn't do it. And Goldberg being the dummy, jacked himself up before the match, the match ended up being crap.
Isn't that where he was bleeding out through the head again? Because he held off and cracked that door of that thing so hard that he possessed himself before he even got there.
I think he did concuss himself. Chris, what was your take?
I agree with Marcus. He was a whiny bitch, but my biggest take was that was a waste of 3 or 4 minutes of my time. That was terrible.
It was terrible.
But to be fair, I didn't like that they brought him or even bringing him back. So I do have a bias against it because I've never been a Goldberg fan, so it wasn't going to be appealing to me that they're bringing him back. I think you got plenty of guys that you could have had Gunther go against, and then to make it a title match just don't make no sense to me either. But yeah, I like the Gunther promo a lot better than I did the Goldberg interview.
Well, we'll just go into that, guys. That was the next thing up. Gunther buries Goldberg with a fiery verbal takedown. Chris, we'll let you go first. What do you think of that promo?
Oh, I thought it was excellent. And I liked the way Gunther approached it. I did. I thought he done it was perfectly done. There was a couple words he said I wish I'd have wrote it down because now I can't think of it. But there was a couple lines that he said that really caught my eye in it as well. But no, I really enjoyed it.
Okay, Big Glenn, what was your take?
I enjoyed it. I liked how it came out. The approach was great. It was far and away better than that other one that we just talked about.
Yeah, I agree. I really enjoyed it. Okay, Marcus, go ahead and give your take on it. Then I have another question.
All right, well, we'll see if I got him for Chris. He says, I'm not the most destructive man. He was the most destructive man of his generation, but this ain't 1999 anymore, Bill.
Yeah.
And he called him a one-trick pony. Gunther is the best. He has to be. He's got the title.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the best in the world. He's got the main title. So he is right now the best in the world. And he apologized to Goldberg's wife and son because he will beat the living shit out of him.
Yeah.
And I have it right here too. Loved it. So I don't know if that's what you caught, Tony, or
that was.
I wrote down.
It was. This isn't 1999 anymore, Bill.
Honestly, I wish they would run back McAfee and Gunther again instead of this shit.
Yeah, Gunther was outstanding.
In my opinion.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. Let me ask you guys this. What do you think should happen in this match, first of all? And how long of a match do you think it should be?
It shouldn't be a match, honestly. But I'm going to answer this one first since I already put my thought out there. This match shouldn't be longer than 3 minutes. Goldberg needs to be tapping out in 3 minutes.
Okay. Chris?
Yeah, I don't think it'll be a real long match, but to me, Gunther has to win. You can't have Goldberg beat your champion.
I wouldn't think so.
And are you really going to put the title on Goldberg? So to me, I think Gunther has to win. I don't think it'll be a real long match. I don't think it'll be probably longer than maybe 5 to 7 minutes. I don't think Goldberg could do like a 10, 15, 20-minute match.
Marcus, what about you?
Oh, I think the match ought to be about as long as the damn interview was.
Well, I agree. What was it?
You're right. There's no way in hell. Come on, this makes no sense. If they put that title on Bill, you just wait. That might be rioting. Come on.
Somerset tickets.
Let me ask you this, guys. I think at the most 5-6 minutes, I think Goldberg should come out and hit Gunther pretty hard and look like he's going to win. And then Gunther should take over and put him to sleep or something and win the match. Is what I think should happen.
We're gonna put the title on Goldberg, and then Hogan's gonna come back and wrestle Goldberg.
No.
And here's what they should have done. They should have interviewed Goldberg's kid. He probably said, "I don't even remember what the hell. I'm not embarrassed. I don't even know what was said to my dad 6 months ago. I don't know why he's having such a."
But being that this is going to be Saturday night's main event, it's the same. One reason they're doing this is the same day as AEW's pay per view. All in, but it's in the afternoon, and they're going to try to upstage it. Do you think maybe that
Not
they
with
could?
that match or not.
No. But do you think they could have Goldberg lose, but then Goldberg hit the jackhammer or something on Gunther, and then Seth Rollins comes in and cashes in on Gunther?
I hope they don't pin Gunther like that.
No, absolutely not.
And what time's AEW?
Hey, I think AEW is a day show. I do think it's like 2 or 3 in the afternoon.
Where's it at?
It's in Texas at the Texas Ranger Baseball Stadium.
No, it's too bad it wasn't the other way around. It'd be funny if Gunther or Goldberg loses at Saturday night's main event and somehow shows up down there at AEW a few hours later, but if it's the other way around. Well, here, though, I'll take on John Moxley. We'll see if I can't get a hold of him. I can't win beat.
Yeah, they're going to be in Atlanta. Yeah, the WWE went all out. They're doing NXT that afternoon, the same time in Atlanta at the old center stage.
Is the Army still there or is Army gone?
They're doing the NXT is doing at the center stage where WCW used to do their own shows. They're doing a live NXT pay-per-view at 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and then that night they're doing whatever venue in Atlanta, big venue in Atlanta. They're doing the Saturday night's main event, and then on Sunday in Atlanta they're doing the Evolution Women's pay-per-view also on Sunday night.
WWE has a chance to do something very funny, and I hope they pull a trigger on this. They ought to have Bret Hart come out and cost freaking Goldberg the championship.
That would be fun.
That would be fantastic.
That would make it worthwhile.
I'd be cool with that.
Yeah.
Cool. They should have made the ladies' evolution. That should be the ladies' Queen of the Ring. They could have made that whole pay-per-view for that.
Yeah.
King of the Ring for anyhow.
Yep. Okay. Next up, guys, we had Cody Rhodes versus Jey Uso in the King of the Ring semifinal match. I'll give my take first. I really enjoyed the match. Again, another clean win. I thought it was a really good match. I really enjoyed it. So Cody wins, and now we got Cody and Randy on the pay-per-view on coming up on Saturday at 1 in the afternoon this Saturday. So and we'll talk about that in just a little bit. But Chris, what was your take on the Cody Rhodes Jey Uso match?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I did like you said, that there wasn't no interference, because it seems like almost all the matches anymore, none of them end clean. So to see both the matches for the King of the Ring end clean was nice. But no, I thought it was a good match. Is it? I'd seen something about, did Jey Uso get hurt during that match, or is he taking some time off?
There is a rumor that he's going to take a little time off. There is a rumor going around. I don't know if that's true or not, but there is a rumor going around he's going to take some time off. And there's also a rumor going around that they're going to put the tag team back together. That's one rumor, and they're going to go after the New Day and really go with that feud again. But there's also a rumor going around Roman's getting ready to come back probably at SummerSlam, and there could revisit some bloodline stuff. So I don't know for sure. Glenn, what was your take on that match?
That I was hooked on this match. This match is the best match of the night, honestly. You really didn't know who was going to win until Cody got the win and stuff. And this match is going to be fantastic on Saturday between Cody and Randy.
Marcus?
I think they kind of did the same thing as they did with Orton and Sami Zayn. Cody was down most of the match, it appeared, and pulled the win off at the very end, just like Randy pulled the win off at the very end. So it made it look like Jey was going to win it, but Cody took it. So it just kind of looked like the same as Sammy looked like he was going to win. I wish when Jey comes back, he forgets how to do a spear and just never even attempts that shit again.
Yeah.
Because I still think it's like a running headbutt more.
Yeah.
Him with the shoulder hits at the top of his head. It's like,
well, I don't think it would be as bad if he was about the only guy doing the spear, but you got everybody and their brother doing it, and then you got Braun Breaker doing it, who takes people.
Goldberg could teach him how to spear. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I tell you what, guys, Goldberg don't look real healthy to me.
No, I don't see how he's got a snowball. Nothing. I just don't see how they can.
Yeah, I don't see how they're going to carry on a match.
No, I thought it was fine, but maybe Seth Rollins will come in like he did before, make it a triple threat, and pin Goldberg to take the title, and that way Gunther don't win.
That would
Gunther
be
don't lose.
that would be interesting. That would be cool. Yeah, that would be pretty good. Okay, guys.
The question is, though, do you think that the show on Saturday still goes on as planned because the crisis over there?
I think they've done had people over here working on the venue, setting stuff up for 2 weeks now. They did have a little small hiccup with some people got stuck in another city in the Middle East for a couple of days due to some flight, but that's been taken care of. And I think all the talent's already left. I think they left today because they're doing SmackDown Friday over there too. So. So that's going to be interesting. And speaking of the Night of Champions, let's go into that, guys, and give our predictions, and we'll talk about that. The first match we're going to go with is Sami Zayn against Karrion Kross. And Karrion Kross has been getting a lot of support from the internet community, a lot of fans. His shirts is one of the top 5 selling shirts, has been for a while now. At one point, it was #1 even. The fans are really getting behind him. I think that's one reason he's going to be in this match. There's been a lot of story going on with Karrion and Sami Zayn, but most of it's been on the internet and behind the scenes and on TV, but backstage stuff, promos and stuff. So it should be interesting. I think it's a good opportunity for Karrion Kross. What do you guys think happened? Glenn, I'll let you predict first. Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross.
Yes. I think Sami's going to put up a hell of a fight, but I got Karrion Kross getting this win, and he's going to start on an ascent to being on the WrestleMania card this coming spring.
Chris, what do you think?
I kind of think Karrion Kross is going to win it as well, because if you have him lose to Sami Zayn, where are you going with Kross? I think you're at a position with Kross where they're trying to build him up, and you like you said, Zayn is built up already. So I think this is going to be a Kross win and kind of start building him up for something hopefully big.
Marcus, what do you think?
I agree. I mean, I'm not familiar with Kross. I couldn't even pick him out of the lineup.
Okay.
But with the way you and Chris and Glenn just talked about him, I'm going to have to go with Kross with your build-up you just did here.
Yeah.
That they're selling shirts out the wazoo, and he's the next big thing, and Sami's ready to build up those up-and-comers. I'll go with Kross. That sounds good.
It's weird because Karrion Kross was the next big thing. What, Glenn, 4 or 5 years ago? He was built up with Triple H and NXT. He never lost. He destroyed everybody. And then he comes in and Vince gets him. And the first thing Vince did was change his music, change his entrance, put a hockey mask on him, try to make him look like Jason or whoever it was supposed to be, and lost one of his first matches against Jeff Hardy. I mean, it destroyed him. I mean, just destroyed the guy and completely destroyed him. And it's took all this time to get him built back up, and he's kind of built his own self back up, honestly. So I know he wasn't Triple H guy.
I will say him doing that interview the week after the WrestleMania, man, that really helped him out a lot.
Yes. But yeah, I'm going with Kross too. I think he has to have the win. Sami Zayn, losses don't hurt Sami. I mean, they don't at this point. So I'll go with Karrion. Next up is Rhea Ripley against Raquel Rodriguez. Her real name is Gonzalez, but they changed it to Rodriguez. That's also Vince. And it's going to be in a street fight. So them two big women, that should be a good match, guys. I'm actually looking forward to that. And I think fans will go crazy for that match. But I don't know who wins it. I'm gonna pick Raquel because I predict. Of course, I think she's going to get help.
Yeah.
But help me out, Glenn, because I'm forgetting her name. Roxanne Perez. But she's going. Yeah, Roxanne Perez is going to help her win that match. That's what I think is going to happen. And again, Rhea's another one. Losses don't hurt her. So, Chris, what do you think?
I agree with you guys. I think I think she's going to win. I think Ripley's going to lose, unfortunately. Even though personally, I'd like to see Ripley win, but I do. I think somebody's going to. I don't think it'll be clean though. I think somebody's going to come out and interfere.
The good thing is Rhea will win SummerSlam. So,
but Raquel's another one that she was doing real good, and then like I don't know if it was Vince or who kind of. Well, she got hurt too. She got hurt. They kind of
like a
came back. It just wasn't the same.
Well, there was two things there, Chris. First thing you was right about, Vince got a hold of her and changed her from being a badass and told her to smile all the time. I want you to have a smile on your face. And she was forcing a smile. I mean, you could tell that she just smiled all the damn time. You know, almost looked psychotic. I mean, he ruined her, and that hurt her confidence. And then she started getting her confidence back, and then she got some kind of rare disease that causes her body to break out and swell, and she still struggles with that because she's not in the shape that she was 2 years ago physically.
Yeah, she used to be one of my favorite ones that was coming up out of NXT and in the WWE, and then just like she was never able to get rolling and keep rolling. It was either Vince or then it was the disease, and it's just like she never been able to just keep rolling.
When you have like the rare disease like that, because I have psoriasis, so like your body can go from being fantastic to being like off for a longest period of time, you know. So
she struggled with that. So that's been part of it. Vince did get a hold of her and screw her up. So Marcus, what do you think about this match?
Well, you know they're going to be interference. You don't have no DQ matches, and then it's just one-on-one. It never has been. So you're right. Rhea will lose because somebody will be helping, and there ain't nothing they can do, and they'll make a point of commentary. Says, well, it's all legal because So, I mean, seriously, you have a false count anywhere, street fight, any of that, 1,000 people are going to get involved. So
I'm looking forward to this match. I think it's one of the matches that could. I mean, of course, we think Randy and Cody's going to be good. Punk and Cena's going to be good. But I think this match and another match on the show could steal the show. But this is one of them I think that could. The next match we're going to, I think this match could steal the show. That's Jacob Fatu against Solo Sikoa. I think this match could be really, really good. It's for the United States Championship. Jacob's champion, Solo going for the title. I don't think Jacob. I wouldn't think Jacob will lose it already. I mean, I guess they could have interference and cost him the title. It wouldn't hurt him, and then him and Solo could go back and forth, and then that could be a SummerSlam match too. So, but I'm going to go with Jacob. Chris, what do you think?
Yeah, I think Jacob Fatu retains. I do think this could be the match. I agree. This will be the match of the night. Like, this is going to be a fun one to watch with both their styles and the way they match up. And I'm sure they've ran this match a million times at a training facility and stuff. I bet you these guys have worked a lot together. So, yeah, I think it's going to be real good. But yeah, I agree. I think Fatu retains.
Marcus, what do you think?
Well, I agree. They're going to beat the shit out of each other because they've done, like Chris said, they've done it probably not just at training facility, probably growing up beating the hell out of each other. So, it's going to be hard hitting. That's a match they should make a false count anywhere or something.
Yeah,
and probably somewhere on the independent scene, they probably beat the hell out of each other.
But that's what I kind of think, Marcus. I think we could see a specialty match of some kind with them two, maybe at SummerSlam. Because SummerSlam
early for it yet. So.
Yeah, the SummerSlam's in August 2nd and 3rd, so that you could see something like that. I think. Glenn, what you take?
I think Jacob retains. I do think this match could probably end in a disqualification, though.
Okay.
Instead of SummerSlam, like to me, if some of those people gets involved, where the ref sees it and they have to rematch at SummerSlam.
Okay, that's a possibility. Next up, Asuka versus Jade Cargill, Queen of the Ring final. The winner gets a shot at the Women's Championship at SummerSlam. So against Tiffy time. So that's what that's going to be setting up. Okay, guys, what do you think? Chris, what do you think? Asuka against Tiffy.
Oh, okay.
Tiffany Stratton. Tiffy time. Come on,
Hey,
you know Tiffy.
I thought you said.
Oh, okay. What do you think, Oscar or Jade Cargill?
I think Cargill, because I think Cargill needs to win more than what Oscar does. So I think they're still built. You're still building Cargill up because like she hasn't been just now getting more. She's consistently where Oscar. I don't think a loss affects her. Where a loss would affect Cargill a lot more. So I think Cargill's going to win.
Okay. Hey, Glenn, I want to ask you a question because I just thought of something. They get to go against their champion on their brand. Do you know what brand Oscar's on, official?
I think she's been on Raw.
Okay. Because if she's on Raw, if she wins, she would take on Io Scott, and
Yeah.
there's a big story there.
Yeah, I guess.
So yeah, so there's a couple different ways. I I'm gonna go with Oscar winning and Cargill losing because of Naomi.
Yep. And I'll go ahead and answer my question. As far as that's concerned, I always figured that Oscar was going to win just based on who was the champion. Only way I would have picked Jade Cargill in this match is if Naomi was champion.
And Marcus, what's your take?
My take is Oscar should not even be in this match.
Yep, I
You don't
agree with
take
that
up
too.
a fucking year and then just come in and walk into these matches like that.
I
That's
don't
not
disagree.
fair to the damn locker room.
I kind of agree with you, but they done the same thing with Charlotte Flair. I mean,
No, it's bullshit. Look
she's
how
been
bad
gone
she
forever,
looks.
and then comes right back and won the
She looks like she needs to go to a buffet somewhere and beef herself back up.
What buffet should go
I mean,
to?
hell,
Double
Becky,
jointed.
all these
Old Country Buffet.
Yeah,
they're like Becky. Okay, now Becky's a tag. Or is Becky? She a
and yeah, I don't disagree with
champ
you.
outfit?
I
So
agree.
want Cargill to win.
No, I
Cargill's
agree.
gonna
I
win.
agree with Marcus as well. Like,
Yeah, I do too. And I did have another take, and Glenn, I want to ask you about it, and Chris and Marcus might be able to. Guys, Cargill came over from AEW. They built her up, and she beat everybody over there for the most part, and she didn't take on the big names, and she didn't have a ton of training. She comes over to WWE. They didn't put her in NXT. They didn't debut her for a long time. And guys, I like Cargill. I think she's got the look. I think she's got everything. But I think they made a mistake. I think that she should have went to NXT for a year, and she should have went through the system, throw out the AEW shit, and because she wrestled Roxanne Perez in the King of the Ring match Monday night, and Roxanne Perez, who's maybe 5'1" at the most, I'm gonna say maybe even shorter, maybe 5 foot, had to carry that match, and not that it was a bad match, but she had to carry her. And she did. She had to carry this 6 foot lady because the lady's just not skilled enough. And don't get me wrong, I know Jade's got the look and she's got charisma, but in the ring, she's just not where she should be. That's just, and I think they made a mistake by not sending her to NXT. Glenn, what do you think?
Yeah, they honestly just send it not only just to NXT, but send it to Revolve. Hell, Nikita Lyons, I'm a big fan of her. Like, I feel like she's more skilled in the ring than what freaking Jade is.
Yeah.
So.
no, I agree. I agree with you guys that they probably should have done that, but I think the problem is they were paying her too much money.
Yeah.
Because she already had, even though she isn't ready in the ring, but she already had that name. Where they were paying her so much money, they wanted to try to take advantage of the what she already had going at the time. But I think what hurt them with that was they had to set her out for so long to retrain her as quick as they could that it lost some of the steam that it would have if they could have brought her over and boom, she was ready to roll. And unfortunately, with that not being ready to roll, and it's just I agree. The right route would have been go to NXT for a little while and get retrained and get her on point. Because now, I mean, I think she can probably get on point, but it's just longer and longer from where you just lost all that steam that you used to have.
Yeah, because we're coming up on 2 months from her WWE debut because she debuted here in Indy at Fastlane. So
Yeah. Marcus, what do you think?
Well, I agree. I mean, The Rock had to go to developmental before they made him a star. Kurt Angle went to developmental. Why is this lady not in developmental? And those you see where those guys got to, but
Yeah.
they had to go through
John
that training
Cena?
to press those their independent backgrounds, and they needed to take a hold of her and bust her of her AEW background. Yeah, she should have trained somewhere for a year.
I tell you who she, and I hope nobody, and I don't want nobody to think I'm picking on her because I like her. I think she's
Same.
got a lot of the tools that she needs. So I'm not putting her down, but I think she just needs to be better in the ring, and she's struggling a little bit. She looks lost at times, and she has trouble selling sometimes. But my thing is, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Goldberg. Have the look and all the ability. Goldberg could go 4 or 5 minutes and look great, but it was the same thing. People said John Cena only had 5 moves. Hell, Goldberg had what, 2 or 3, and he destroyed everybody. So he never really got better, and
Yeah,
that was WCW's fault because they never got him better. I'm just worried that I think WWE's tried to get her better, but
he had
I
3
don't know.
moves and maybe one that he done right.
Jackhammer wasn't too bad. The spear, that's about it. But
And what else do you have?
Yeah.
A clothesline? That's about it. What, that clothesline, jackhammer, and a spear?
It's dangerous.
but yeah, that is his kicks. Ask Bret Hart. His kicks are a little
Yeah,
dangerous.
absolutely.
Yeah, I'm worried for her. I'm hoping things pan out for her. We'll see where it goes from there. Next up, guys, King of the Ring, final match: Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton. Again, the winner will get to go against whoever's their brand. I think both of them are on the SmackDown brand, so they would be going after the champion on SmackDown, which would be John Cena. John Cena. So, guys, this match is tough because both of these guys have a long history with John Cena. There's rumors out there. Cody Rhodes he did that big festival there in New York a week or so ago, and he said that his heel turn is coming. He would not be a fan favorite for a whole lot longer. So I don't know if that's true or not. He could just be playing games with people. Could this whole thing, Cena beating him and stuff, could this all be a thing to end up getting Cody to see the light turn heel? I mean, I don't know where they're going with it. And I don't know who to pick in this match, Cody Rhodes or Orton. I'm going to go with Cody. Chris, what do you think?
Oh man, I don't know. I was kind of thinking Cody, but then I was also kind of leaning towards Orton because I don't know if they want to do the Cody and Cena this yet. I think they might save the Cody and Cena for later toward the end of his run. So that's making me lean a little toward Orton. So yeah, this is a tough one for me. I think I'm gonna go with Cody. I do kind of think that they could maybe go with Orton and save the Cody and Cena storyline for later on. Because you could have Cody turn heel, call Cena, and then you could have Cena turn back face and going after Cody or something. So I depending on what they're going to do with that. So yeah, but I'm gonna go with Cody.
Marcus?
I like to see something happen to where they end up putting them both in a triple threat with John Cena at SummerSlam. I don't know how they'll pull it, but I would like to see that. I can't pick one of them two to win. I'd like to see them both somehow get thrown in a triple threat.
That's what I was going to bring up after we all give our predictions. I was going to bring up maybe Cena and them coming in, interfere, and don't get a winner, and they decide, okay, since you interfered, Cena, you're going to take on both of them at SummerSlam.
I'd be down for that. That'd be entertaining. I would like that.
Yep. What do you think?
My heart says Cody, but I feel like they'll be going for a fast one on us and have Randy win this.
Okay. And you know what would even be better? We're getting ready to talk about the Cena CM Punk match. What if that ended up in a way and ended up turning into a 4-way at SummerSlam?
You got to throw Ron Killian's in there, so it'll be a 5-way. I mean, we can just have people lore to this.
Yeah, that could. I wonder if we're going to see Mr. Killian's at this.
Well, I bet we do somehow.
Okay, well, let's go to that main event, guys. I assume it's going to be the main event. Champion John Cena versus CM Punk for the WWE Undisputed Championship. Okay, Marcus, I'm gonna let you go first. What do you think?
They're going to keep Cena going on the roll he's going. They're
I
not going
think
to
so
take that
too.
belt off him till the very end. So
Yeah,
I
I don't
think it'll
think
be
so.
damn good, and I bet it's going to be like the rest of the matches. It's going to look like Punk's going to win it. Punk's going to win it. And then Ron Killians comes out and screws it up for a low blow and a hit with the title, and Cena will win after they destroy the announce table in the timekeepers area. Like we do every pay per view here as of late.
Yeah,
But don't attack the Prime display because that shit stays put.
yeah, they used to attack it all the time, but they don't much anymore. Okay, Chris, what do you think?
Where are we at? What match? I missed
Cena,
that.
Cena, and Punk.
Oh, Cena and Punk. I think Cena's going to win. I don't think he's going to drop the belt yet.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I agree with that. I think it's going to be a really good match.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be real good.
Yep. Big Glenn, what do you think?
Cena wins, and we at the very least get a Seth Teason cash in at the very least.
Okay. They've been doing a real good job of tying a lot of this stuff together and making it confusing. I don't want to say confusing. I don't think that's the right word, but tying a lot of different people in together. LA Knight got took out the other day. He got tsunami 3 or 4 times, and going to put him out of action for a little while. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, guys. It's going to be a good show again. That's 1 o'clock Saturday, our time, and the States will be on Peacock, so in the States. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a good show. What match are you looking forward to the most, Glenn?
Probably Cena and Punk. The other one I'm looking forward to is the Cody and Randy Orton.
What about you, Marcus?
Let's see, now I lost the names. Solo Sikoa and
Jacob Fatu.
yeah, I think that'll be, and also the Lady Street fight.
Yeah, I tell you, this card is really well put together, guys. I mean, I care about all of them. Of course, I watch the shows every week, which I know some of you guys don't. But Sami Zayn, Karrion Kross has got a big story going. They've heated up Rhea and Raquel. Of course, Fatu and Solo's been going at it for a while. Asuka and Cargill, not a big story other than
that's going to be the match that sucks.
Yeah, the only,
Greg.
they do have a tie-in because I think Cargill and them lost the tag titles to Asuka and them or something. There's a little tie-in, but not a big one. Orton and Rhodes, of course, that history, and then Cena and Punk's history. So this should be a really solid show. Chris, what match are you looking forward to the most?
I agree with Marcus. Solo and Fatu.
I agree.
Don't get me wrong, I want to see Cody and Orton. And the Cena and CM Punk would be good too, but the one that has me most intrigued is the Fatu and Solo.
Guys, could we see John Cena get ready to use the belt, and Killings comes out and hits him with the belt and gets caught, and he gets disqualified? Punk gets disqualified because of Killings?
I can see it being highly possible.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to the show, guys. Anybody got anything else before we get out of here? I know I did want to tell everybody about PopCon going on this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in Indy. WCWO will be there. If you pay the price of admission for PopCon, WCWO, all their shows are included in that, so no extra charge. We've been there before. It's outstanding. Also, when they do the Comic Cons, and we was at PopCon last year. Last year was the first year there. I try to remember what room numbers they in. They're in 3 rooms.
141, 142, 43, I think.
Yeah, 141, 142, 143.
They're
All right.
going to have a lot more space than they did last year. So,
Yeah,
and I'm sure that room is still going to fill up. So make sure you go check it out.
Yeah, if you're there at PopCon, go check it out. You will not be sorry. They put on fantastic shows, and also they've got a big show. Also Friday night at their normal spot.
1151 Kentucky Avenue.
Yep, and that is at 6:30. Doors open, 7:30 bell time on Friday night. So definitely check that out. Also,
They also have a big show July 3rd there in Beach Grove at where Beach Grove does their fireworks show, their little firework festival thing. They're doing a show there on July 3rd that Thursday.
and then the 5th they have a big show.
And it's on back in the Dove. If it don't rain, they all cage matches.
Yep.
Yeah, all kinds of matches, and they're not doing a show on the 4th because normally they do it on every Friday. They're not
Now,
going
if
to do
you
it on
want
the
a
4th.
show for the 4th, Jake Oman and White River Wrestling's at the park at Sheridan for 2 shows.
Yep.
So
I know that always draws a big crowd.
yeah, it does.
All the videos and stuff I've seen.
And I did want to plug Warrior Pro Wrestling has a show on Sunday in Danville, Indiana. Yep, at 2 o'clock, doors open, 3 o'clock bell time for them. FEW has a show in Greenfield, Indiana. I've looked at that card. It looks really good. Should be a good show. Got a guy from OVW. I'm having trouble remembering his name right now.
Eric Surge.
Yes, Eric Surge. He's their OVW United States champion. He's going to defend that belt at the FEW show. So, and that, I think, if I remember right, doors open at 5 and bell time. Yeah, and bell time at 6. So all those shows, hey, support Indiana Independent Wrestling. No matter where you at, support independent wrestling. Period, guys. So, anybody got anything else?
I got a point to ponder. I don't know if it's a point. How much did Slim Jim pay the WWE to stick their sticker on a table?
Probably a good amount.
I mean, how much was that sticker?
I bet you a lot of money. Probably a couple 100,000.
If they're making Slim
Let's just stick this sticker here. We'll make sure it stays at the top.
yeah.
There was a whole pipe bomb where you could see Slim Jim up there at the top.
It's probably a few 100,000 at least.
Yeah, if they're making some gym Hot Wheels type of vehicles and stuff to where LA Knight can drive them, then yeah, there's a lot of money in that.
Story on that, Marcus, if I remember correctly, when Randy Savage left the WWE and went to WCW, basically that Slim Jim promotion went with him and basically paid for his contract in WCW.
Oh, yeah.
At least the first few years, and paid basically for his contract.
And Slim Jim's still selling their beef sticks and gas stations in a bust of Macho Man.
Yep.
And people those things are rich if you can get a hold of one.
Do you think that the family is still getting money from that?
You would think, you would hope, but who's left?
Well, I don't know.
Lanny Poffo died last year.
I would assume it'd be
Mrs. Savage.
And Randy didn't have kids.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would
where's
assume
this going?
it'd be
Everybody's
the lady he married before he died. And if
Yeah,
not
it has to
that, probably charity, because he's a big charity guy.
Yeah, he was a big charity guy. He was a big Special Olympics guy.
Hey guys, Pacers took Cam Jones, the guard from Marquette.
Okay.
All right.
Shooting guard or point guard?
It just says guard on here. So
Okay.
I have to look up some more information. I have it on the draft, and the Spurs just made the pick, but it's for the Pacers.
Okay. Well, anybody got anything else? We'll get out of here. I thought it was a good show tonight, guys.
Yeah. Please hit that subscribe button on YouTube at Gonzo Sports Room. Like and follow Facebook, Twitch, X, Instagram, all at Gonzo Sports Room as well. Also, go follow and subscribe to the ESEN network. And we will see you guys next Thursday.
That'd be absolutely devastating.
This is Joey Owens' show. They've been trying to get me on this broadcast forever, and this is the worst damn broadcast I've ever been on. So you all can kiss my ass while I win this match.